Rolling now, the Airbus A-400M, known to the Royal Air Force as the Atlas.
What an impressive takeoff from an aircraft that size. 50 degrees nose up as it turns through 45 degrees right.
Yes, it really is an agile machine, this. Of course, a multinational program, as with any Airbus aircraft, and it really promises much for the Royal Air Force air mobility fleet, which, Mark, has undergone so much change in recent years.
Yeah, we've just seen the retirement of the C-130K, the VC-10 and the TriStar after anywhere between 30 and 40 years of service. And this aircraft represents the final piece in the jigsaw of the tactical and strategic air mobility fleet upgrade that the Royal Air Force has undergone.
What will be a very tight 360-degree orbit in front of us.
The aircraft due to gain its release to service into the Royal Air Force in September this year. My day job is working for the Assistant Chief of Air Staff as his delegated release to service authority. And my team working full-time on this aircraft at the moment to ensure that it has a meaningful RTS around about September.
That event much awaited by the RAF, for the French Air Force already has the aircraft in service, and indeed they've been using it to support operations in Mali. The Turkish Air Force has also taken delivery of its first A-400M, then the UK this September, as Mark said, and the German Luftwaffe in November. Current plans, Airbus hopes in 2015 to deliver 23 of these aircraft to customer nations. Apart from those that I've mentioned, the other customers thus far are Spain, Belgium, Malaysia and Luxembourg. I mentioned the multinational nature of the programme. The major assemblies are flown to the final assembly plant in Seville aboard the much modified Airbus A-300 Beluga freighters. The British contribution to that effort, the outer wing box and the flaps. This aircraft has a lot of composites in the construction. 30% of the structure is actually made up of composites, and that Airbus says is more than any other large military aircraft. Slow pass here with the undercarriage down. This aircraft looks to fly very slowly enough to helicopter, and that is another of its intended roles. In the transport function, meanwhile, the sort of loads it can carry, well, it can take a Super Puma of the type we've just seen departing, or another equivalent helicopter, the NH-90. It can take a pair of Lynx or Apaches, and of course, more significant numbers of vehicles.
And when it comes into service with the Royal Air Force this year, we'll go straight into the strategic air transport role. But as we build the fleet between now and 2022, we will incrementally start to take advantage of this outstanding capability into the more tactical roles.
And here the A-400M being bunted over very, very slowly. The typical payload for the A-400M would be something in the order of 20 tons. Of course, the controls are fly-by-wire, and Chief Test Pilot Ed Strongman says of this aircraft, every pilot who flies it has a smile on his face due to the A-400M's handling and manoeuvrability. The test program of which this aircraft is part is going now very, very well. 2,300 flights have been completed as of the end of June, which amounts to more than 6,500 flying hours. 90% of the development and test effort is now done, and it's allowed 2 of the prototype aircraft to actually be, in effect, phased out of that program, one going into preservation, the other put in flyable storage. Now here comes a higher speed fly past, and at the end of this, we'll see something marked with that agility once again.
See something that's absolutely amazing for an aircraft of this size. The aircraft will bank over to approximately 120 degrees, bearing in mind that most large aircraft are restricted to somewhere in the region of 40 degrees of bank. The forces on the vertical stabilizer here, absolutely immense.
Glowing demonstration of the aircraft here from an all-British crew on the flight deck, Chief Test Pilot Ed Strongman and his colleague Anthony Flynn. Ed is a graduate of the US Air Force Test Pilot School, not the Empire Test Pilot School, as I said yesterday. He's a former RAF C-130 Hercules captain, and he's been involved with various Airbus programs other than the A-400M, and in fact in 2006 he carried out the first landing of the giant A380 on British soil when he brought one of the pre-production aircraft into Heathrow. And this display not over yet, because the landing, also an impressive illustration of the capabilities the RAF will start to receive with this aircraft from September. We'll see maximum braking being applied and also maximum reverse pitch on the propellers for Europrop International TP400 engines.